Hello and welcome back to another How to Do the Web video. I'm Michelle and this is part 2 of the creating a live Google Hangout. So in the previous video we learned how to set up the Hangout in Google+, and so now we have an event all prepared and ready to go. So this is it here, and this is how it will show up on anybody's Google Plus account that you invited. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the event page where we left off last time, and here we have, so we talked about adding a trailer and adding the question and answers. So as you can see up there, it's got the Q&A, so it's going to, we have already got that set up. So we're going to go ahead and start the Hangout. Now this is for some of you, you're now going to get to see me. How did you get so lucky? Here we are, here's me and my gorgeous boy who's woken up earlier than I'd hoped and is now joining us. So if you hear some noises in the background, that's how it might be. So when you first start, it will give you the option to invite some more people to come and play with you. We're not going to do that right now, and then so just go ahead and skip that. If you've never used this before, it may ask you to load some things onto your computer. Just click yeah and follow along the instructions. I've already got this on my system, so I can't show you that, unfortunately. Now let me show you around. Okay, so here we have the group chat. So when people put things in the question and answers, and group chat, and you can talk to people in there as well if you can talk and type at the same time. So okay, so there's your question and answers. The group chat is different to the question and answers option, so there is two different things. So when people ask you a question, it will appear over here, and we'll go into that further. Now the first thing that you need to do is set up your name if you're going to use a name, and that's where you have a little banner across the bottom third of your screen. If you don't have it, you get to have a full screen like I'm showing now. If you do have it, it does make your video picture smaller so it can put the banner in. So that's totally up to you. So to do that, we need to use the Toolbox app. So these icons down the side here are your apps, and none of these are the Toolbox app. So we're going to go to these three little dots down here and go to Add Apps. Okay, and it will bring up this list, and use the scroll bar down the side rather than scrolling over these, because it makes it hard to find the right one. The one we're looking for is this one here that looks like a red satchel. Oh, see if I scroll over it, you can't see the satchel. Looks like a red satchel, red bag with a spanner on it, and it's called Hangout Toolbox. So go ahead and click on that. What are you doing? Okay, so then it's going to ask you to accept its terms and conditions, and you can read those if you choose to. And it needs your permission in order to start. Continue. Awesome. So now what it's going to do is it's going to add that tool to your toolbox. Okay, and right, so now you've got the Google Hangout Toolbox button been added to your apps. And to find this bar that I keep using, you just literally move your mouse over to the side and it appears. So click the toolbox, and as you can see over here on the right hand side it has changed to the Hangout Toolbox. Now there's a number of different things that you can do in there, but what we're going to use for this one is this icon where it's a circle with a person in it. So clicking on that, it gives you the lower third place, and go ahead and turn that on by clicking on the on off button, and see how it has now turned that into a smaller image and put a banner across. So what you might need to do when you do that, because it's cutting off some of your picture, you may need to slightly adjust your camera. And yes, number 2 son has arrived in the video. I thought I'd got up earlier enough, but not quite. Okay, so, and as you can see, it displays to you in a mirror image, and that is not how the people see it. And if you can put up with it, that's the best way to do it, because if you're applying your lipstick, then it's round the right way. But if it doesn't sit well with you to have your name backwards, then you can go ahead and push this rotate image button, and it not only changes the name to the right way around, but it also flips the video, as you can see there. So yes. So in the box you've got room to put your name, and also or you can do it either way around. You can put your name and your tagline, or your company name in the top big space, and your personal name below. And you actually have to turn it off and then turn it back on again for the changes to take place. Okay, so I've added the by Michelle at the bottom there, so that tagline is in small letters. So you may want to put Michelle in the big letters, and then www.howtodotheweb.com or whatever your URL is, just so people can find you with ease. Now, quickly moving on, because we're halfway through the video already. You can change the colour of the little line at the top by using this icon here. And again, once you've chosen a new colour, it even says purple. Let's go for purple. Is that a good enough purple, or should we go more purple? That one. Okay, purple. Once you've chosen a new colour, you have to turn it off and turn it back on again to get the change to take place. You can also change the image that appears in the little circle, so I might just randomly choose something. And again off and on again, and we've now got that random image. So if you want to put your company logo or something in there, you can do so as well. Okay, so that's setting up your title, and in here you can mute up the top here, you can mute yourself, you can turn your video off. If I turn my video off, it just comes up with that lovely picture that is my Google Plus picture for the account that I'm logged in as. So if you sign in under somebody else's name, it's their picture that's going to show up there. Turn the video back on and you get to see our lovely happy morning faces. Yay! Okay, so over here you can see it says off air, and the enhancements, you can, this is you can change your enhancements to just blur out your surroundings. If you've got a dirty house, brighten it up, put me in the spotlight, warm. This is the one I normally use, especially if I'm in artificial lighting like I am now. And what it does is it gets rid of that blue haze, because if I go back to just the normal one, that blue haze that you get from reflection from the computer screen disappears once you use the warm. Smooth is another one that women kind of quite like to use. It's like it's like photoshopping the image and you get rid of all those wrinkles and you become that nice, smooth, happy young face again. Either that or just get a whole series of access facelift processes done and you look like that all the time too. Yep, Aiden's amazing at those. You can go to black and white, and this one is the one that is the original. So there we go. So I'm going to go to the warm because I do prefer that colour. Okay, it says off air. Your settings up here is where you can find your cameras. Sometimes you may have seen Google Hangouts where it's it's really obvious that the person is not using their little camera on their laptop, but they've got a main camera plugged in, and this is where you could, if you've got another camera plugged in, where you would go in and choose a different camera, choose your microphone setup. If someone is having problems with their microphone, just get them, or you can't hear them, get them to go into the settings, and can you see those little red, green dots that are going up and down as I speak? That will show you if their microphone is picking them up and it's another problem, or whether it's just their microphone that's the problem. Okay, they can also do a there's some settings in there you can play with. Now, the next part that I'm going to show you in here is this control room. And control room, there you go, tells you exactly what it is. It lets you ring other people. It lets you kick them out if they're not playing the game you want to play, and it lets you control whether, if all of a sudden they start making a noise or their baby wakes up and is crying, you can actually control them by clicking over here. You'll have a list of any participants that you've got live, and you can individually turn their mics off, individually turn their cameras off, and turn their volumes up and down. So if their microphone is really giving a really loud sound, you can turn them down so that nobody gets their ears blasted. And when we have somebody else on the call, you'll see there is actually an eject button as well. You can't eject yourself, pity sometimes.
Because it's just you.
Okay, so that is the general setup on how to set yourself up. In the next video I will go over how to add people and they can come in and play with you as well. Awesome, so thanks for watching. And
Can I join?
Can you join? Not on this one, darling. Okay, so we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.